Everything you said we already knew, more or less.
Well, here's something that you didn't know. Two of those special atomic bombs haven't gone off.
Всем привет, друзья! Вы на канале Lady D. Меня зовут Динара Кадринязова. Если вы впервые у меня на канале, не забудьте поставить лайк, а также подписаться на мой канал. А сегодня у нас будет интервью с одним молодым человеком. Его зовут Рэем, мой старый друг, который служил в морской пехоте 20 лет. Он родился в Америке, точнее в Нью-Йорке, и он поделится своей историей, а также расскажет о своем опыте. Пошлите, послушаем, что он нам расскажет. Так, поднимаемся. Смотрите, что тут написано. United States Marine Corps. Ясно, кто здесь живет. Hello, Ray. How are you? Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Come in.
Oh, nice tree.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you're ready for New Year, buddy?
I am ready.
Cool.
I am ready. Definitely. Look at this face. Made for camera.
Okay, hi Ray. Thank you again for allowing me to have the interview with you. Can you tell me, where did you grow up? Are you from New York originally, or?
I am. So I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. Spent my pretty much my leading up to adulthood, all my younger years, in Brooklyn. So yeah, born and raised in New York City.
After high school, did you go to the university, or you went straight to the army?
I always knew, like growing up, and even in middle school, since middle school, I always know that I wanted to go into the military. I wanted to go into the Marines, and that's exactly what I did. So I joined when I was a high school senior. 2 weeks after my graduation, I was shipped out. I was gone.
What made you to join the military?
I've always been patriotic. I want to serve my country. I want to fight for the country, take care of the country.
Do you have anybody in your family who served in army?
I did. Well, my father was in the Navy. My dad served in the Navy for 4 years. My older sister, Terry, served in the Navy for 4 years. My older brother, Eddie, served in the Navy for 8 years. And my grandfather served in the Army. I have an uncle that served in the Army. So yeah, definitely have a lot of people.
Families, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of family members. Yeah.
So why you decide to choose this branch? I mean, not Navy or Army. I mean, you went to Marines.
Right.
Why did you choose that?
I went to the Marines because I always, the Marines are known to be tougher. It's the hardest branch. It's the tougher branch. And we're also known to be, for when it comes to combat, like America's 911 force going into combat, because, we train a little bit harder. And it's just, I felt like the Marines was just more equipped, and plus I like the uniform. Over here, I decided what I wanted to do was make my, like an office military theme. This is what I received when I retired from the Marines. That's me when I first graduated from boot camp. I was 18 years old.
Look at this guy,
Yeah,
18 years old,
18.
teenager.
Yeah, 18.
Can we say teenager in 18 years old?
Yeah, teenager.
Still teenager,
yes.
right?
Mm-hmm. So this is my uniform that I finished with. Now, real interesting, I want you to capture this. This guy, General Rollins, I was his driver for 2 years. I drove him around. He was a major general, 2-star general. The cool thing about this guy is he's also in this Guinness Book of World Records for sit-ups. Mm-hmm. He did 42,000 sit-ups non-stop in 19 hours. Wow. He blew out 2 stomach muscles while in the process or whatever, but he kept going, and he did 42,000 straight in 19 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. This is my father. That's him. A picture of him when he was in the Navy, as I told you. This is my sister Terry. That was when she had just recently got out of the Navy. This is my mom. My mom is from Cuba. My father's Italian, from Italy. They met at a nightclub in Manhattan. And,
Wow.
and then a few months later, here I came.
Okay.
So this was also one of my weapons in Afghanistan. It was given to me as a gift when I was retiring. They gave it to me and they said, hey, look, we want you to have this. This is a big accomplishment for me because one of the things, other than being infantry, is I was a 3rd degree black belt Marine Corps martial arts instructor. So I train Marines in Marine Corps martial arts. And to get to a 3rd degree black belt, the highest you can go is a 5th degree black belt. But to get to a 3rd degree is a really, really big deal. As a matter of fact, during the time before I retired, I think probably in the entire Marine Corps, like there was probably maybe only like 20 of us that was 3rd degrees. So this was a very big accomplishment for me, and pride and joy.
Cool. So many, you have like medals and then
a lot of medals.
I see over there like the full of the box medals.
Yeah, so what these are basically coins. So normally when you go to like different units or commands, like different duty stations, each duty station or each command or unit, they have like their own specialized coin. So a lot of times when you go, you get to collect them, or they'll give you one, whatever, just so you can have, to be able to remember them by. Oh, and right here, this is my flag, retirement flag. If you do 20 years and you retire from the Marine Corps, they give you a retirement flag. And because I'm a New York Giants fan, my Marines took my flag, I don't know if you can see it right here, and they had my flag flown at the Giants Stadium. They flew it on top of the stadium, and I got a personalized letter here from the head coach, Tom Coughlin, saying thank you for your 20 years of service in the Marine Corps, and he signed it, so it was pretty cool.
Wow. And I remember you told me about the video that you been in a game and then you're...
Yes, so I was the veteran of the game at the Islanders hockey game, and so they, put the cameras on me in the crowd, had me stand up, they had me on the Globotron, like, hey, look at this, whatever, and like the whole stadium, thousands and thousands of people was looking at me like cheering, like clapping or whatever, so I thought it was pretty cool.
And we're proud to partner with the Islanders in honoring our military veterans. On behalf of everyone at the honor
What is required to join the Marines?
Well, to join the Marines, you don't have to be an American citizen. I mean, you can have a green card. As long as you have a green card, you can join. It used to be back in from 2002 to 2005, I was a recruiter. So I would know, when I was recruiting, every kid had to, you can join at 17, however, which you're obviously still a high school senior, you can join at 17, but to be able to join, you have to get parental consent. So your mother and your father have to sign saying that they're allowing you to join. But at 18, you don't need that. At 18, you can join on your own, and you can go on your own and nobody can stop you. Infractions with the law, meaning like you know, you haven't shot nobody or stole or, you know, whatever.
So
you
clean
don't have any
background.
right. No criminal issues or whatever. And you got to pass the ASVAB, which is called the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery Test. As long as you pass that, which to pass is only a 31. The highest that you can score is a 99. But the rule of thumb is you always want to score as high as you can, because the higher you score, the better jobs that you qualify for.
And what about you?
I wanted to do infantry. Infantry is straight combat. Infantry is a combat. So in infantry, you have the MOS. MOS is military occupational specialty. So in infantry, you have the MOS 0311, which is a basic rifleman. 0321, which is reconnaissance. You have a 0331, which is a heavy machine gunner. You have a 0341, which is a mortarman. The mortarmans, they shoot mortar rockets. And then you have a 0351, which is what I did, which is an assaultman. Assaultman is with the javelin rocket. The javelin rocket is a cool weapon. It's laser guided. You know, you can shoot it. You know, I can shoot it over here or whatever, and then take controls, you know, on the computer, and then I can guide it to wherever I want it. I can make it turn at a stoplight and hit a specific target if I, you know.
Like a drone.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. A very high speed, fancy drone that will blow a building up, basically.
Can you show us your home?
Yeah, sure. It's been my pleasure.
All right.
So this is living room area.
Very nice. Is that like a real or it's
No, it's not real, but it does put out heat. So it's over here you have the dining room.
Look at this view. So many mirrors around.
Yeah, I'm like really big into mirrors, so I like the
I like this table.
Thank you.
Everywhere this glasses. It's actually dangerous, but it's still like looking so
Oh,
great.
it's not dangerous because I live alone, so I don't have any kids. I mean,
You're single, right?
Yeah, I'm single.
So
Definitely
lucky
single.
girl who
Hey,
come here.
That's right. That's right. Listen, I'm single, ladies. Just letting you know. Yeah. So this is my kitchen.
Did you decorate by yourself or it comes like this?
No. So basically what I did was I hired an interior designer when I bought the house. And I wanted, you know, different ideas or whatever. So, you know, we got together and I basically told her what I wanted or whatever. And then she started coming up with different ideas and, you know, and I decided like, yeah, I like that. I like this, whatever. Let's go take a look at my basement. So this is my basement. I just did a full renovation. You know, I put down white Italian marble floors. And over here, this is my wine cooler. As you can see, I got beers and stuff here because I had a Christmas party with my family. And
It's a little bar for your drinks, right?
yes, definitely. So, and then I have a full bathroom over here, washer, dryer, laundry. So the plan, so what I'm gonna do down here is I'm gonna turn this into the man cave. I'm gonna put a pool table that I've already ordered. They're gonna bring, the pool table will probably be here in about 2 weeks. I'm gonna put like a dart board on the wall, like just different games. And then I'm also gonna put over here a big arcade machine that has like all of the different consoles in it, like Nintendo, Atari, Xbox, PlayStation, you name it. So I'm gonna.
So it's gonna be like for gamers.
It's gonna be right, exactly. So it's gonna be mainly for entertainment.
Wow. How long did you serve?
So I went because, you know, you can do reserves or you can do active duty. I wanted to do active duty because I wanted to get out of New York for a little bit. So I ended up doing 20 years. I served from 1995 to 2015.
So like period, how long it takes, like the first year and then you take a break, or it
No,
was
so for me, I did it continuously for 20 years straight. That was my job. If you decide, you just want to do the minimum enlistment, you can, and that's 4 years. Me, because I loved it so much, I wanted to keep doing it.
you didn't come back to home for
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. So the way it works is every year you get 30 days of paid vacation.
Was being a Marine easy?
In the beginning, no, it wasn't, because once you join, you got to go through boot camp. And for us in the Marine Corps, our boot camp is 3 months long. It's the longest out of every branch. So the Army, I think, is only 2 months. Navy, I think, is like a month and a half or something like that. Air Force, I think, is probably a month and a half. But for us, it's 3 months. And it's 3 months. It's the toughest 3 months you'll ever live in your life, because the training is very intense. Every day, you're getting up at like 4 in the morning, and you got drill instructors. You got these big drill instructors yelling at you, get up, ah!
Зачем пришел в мой корпус?
Убивать, сэр.
Ты убийца?
Да, сэр.
Покажи боевое лицо.
Сэр?
Боевое лицо. Вот боевое лицо. Теперь покажи свое.
And it's non-stop. And that's all you're doing every day for 3 months. So it's very intense.
Did you have anybody in your group who didn't pass that?
Yes. Yes. When I
injured?
When we started out, I'll never forget, we started out with 85 recruits, because the whole time you're in boot camp, you're called a recruit. So we started out with 85 recruits. And when we graduated, my platoon was 46. So 46 out of 85. So pretty much almost half of the platoon, whether it was they just couldn't make the training, or they got injured, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, so my bedroom, as you can see, more and more mirrors.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Yes.
I mean,
This-
you prepped your bed, everything for
I
the
do.
interview.
For the interview, I do it every day. This mirror lights up. I love this fan. Check it out. When it comes on, it expands.
Nice, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wait, can you tell me about places you traveled while being in the Marines?
I've traveled pretty much all over the United States. I was stationed in North Carolina, I was stationed in Virginia, I was stationed in New York, I was stationed in California, like pretty much all over the place. Outside Oconus, I was stationed in Japan, Okinawa, Japan for 1 year. I lived in Japan for 1 year. I've gone to Norway for cold weather training. We would go for 30 days at a time to do cold weather training, the location was 100 miles above the Arctic Circle. So it was definitely cold. I was stationed in Bahrain for 1 year. Bahrain is basically, it's in the Middle East. It's on the border of Saudi Arabia, and it's one of the wealthiest countries in the Middle East. Very, very wealthy country. Went to Jordan, did exercises in Jordan, Israel, Egypt, pretty much all over the place, like that whole area. Yemen as well, Iraq, Afghanistan. So
But never in Kazakhstan.
never in Kazakhstan. That's the one place I wish I would have got a chance to go. I want to
What
go.
about Russia or close by?
No,
countries?
no.
Kyrgyzstan. I think you've been in Kyrgyzstan.
Actually, I'm sorry. Yes, Kyrgyzstan. Sorry about that. Yes, I was in Kyrgyzstan.
And
yes.
how was that?
Kyrgyzstan was really nice. It was really, really nice. The people were really, really cool. Food was really good, and I enjoyed it. Kyrgyzstan was cool.
Did you ever serve in combat?
Yes, I have. I did 6 combat deployments, 2 in Iraq, 3 in Afghanistan, and 1 in Yemen. Different time lengths. The longest time was one of my tours in Afghanistan, which was 13 months. That was a long time, but normally we go for either 6 or 9 months.
Do you miss the Marines?
I do. I miss it. What I miss about it, I miss the camaraderie, you know, like just being around other Marines or whatever, you know, and I don't miss it so much or as much is where I work currently. You know, I work with a whole bunch of other veterans, and, you know, at the job that I do now.
Looking back at your career in the Marines, do you have any regrets?
Sometimes, you know, I think, you know, maybe I should have stayed in like 2 or 3 years more, you know, and retire as a master sergeant, you know, which would have been an E8, but I was completely fine with retiring as a gunnery sergeant, which is an E7, so no regrets at all.
Would you recommend others to join the Marines, and if it's so, why?
Yeah, I definitely 100%. I would say, you know, because there's so many different opportunities that you can gain from joining the Marine Corps, you know, like people that want like physical fitness in their life, or people that want educational opportunities. You know, the Marine Corps pays 100%, you know, like, you know, I already have, I have 2 master's degrees and a bachelor's, and now I'm working on a 3rd master's. Right now I have my degrees, I have my MBA, Master's in Business Administration.
2 years, right?
2-year program. And then here I have my Bachelor of Science in Leadership and Interdisciplinary Studies. And over here I have my Master's in Homeland Security, Master of Science in Homeland Security, and I'm working on a 3rd Master's, which is going to be my Master's in Human Resources Management. And that's all because of the Marine Corps. It pays 100%. And yeah, so when I retired from the Marine Corps, that's when I started going to college. I started going to school. The government, the Marine Corps, was paying me $4,100, which is what it is here in New York, paying for me to go to school for free, and putting $4,100 in my pocket. And that's not my, you know, retirement pay or, you know, or anything like that. That was a separate pot of money. So that, you can get the home VA loan, which is what I use to buy my house, which is, you know, it's guaranteed to every person that joins the Marines, you know, and basically, I mean, it's a blessing. And then you get to travel the world. You travel the world, travel and adventure, professional development, you learn an occupation skill.
Do they have like limits on the age for people?
Yes, so the age cutoff right now I want to say it's 28. It changes, but I think the last time that I knew it was at age, the cutoff was at age 28.
So in all branches, you can get covered like you are by getting medical insurance, and then
yes, you're covered medically, dentally. I don't have to,
all branches.
Right, all branches. All of the benefits are the same from every branch. Definitely, you're gonna be covered. Like right now, me, I have, I'm covered medically, and if once I found that special lady or whatever in my life and get married, she will be covered under my medical, under my dental. We have any kids, all of our kids will be covered under medical, dental. So everybody will be set for life. And another thing too, the educational benefits, the Montgomery GI Bill. So I haven't used all of mine. So like, let's say if I do get married or if I do have a child, I can do what we call transfer of education benefits. So I can transfer whatever I have remaining to my child or to my wife, and then she can go to school for free, just like I do.
So it was nice interview. Thank you for sharing with the whole information about your life story and about your experience in the Army. That was great, and I think it's going to be helpful for other people who's thinking about to do that. How easy and what you're going to get, and I think Ray shared with all information.
Yes.
And if you guys still have questions, you can always ask by reaching out him, or just ask question on the comments, and then we'll try to answer that question too.
Absolutely. Anytime you got a question or anything, you know, you can reach out to me via social media. Or should I leave my number too? Or? Nah, if you got any questions about the Marine Corps, you know, about the Marines or whatever, I'll be able to answer whatever questions. Like I said, you know, I was a recruiter at some point in my career, and I know how it works. I know what, you know, what it takes for you to be able to join. I can tell you, get more in depth about my experiences. So just hit me up. Let me know. I'm here. I'm here for you guys.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and please be active and then safe. Don't forget to subscribe and then press the bottom like. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care.